Hello. Welcome to Speak English Today, a video on 214B rejection. We'll talk about honesty. We'll talk about what to do if you fail. We'll talk about how not to fail. We also have an evaluation course and an interview course. First, let me show you the laws and explain them to you. The laws are to protect the security of the United States. In today's climate of terrorism and welfare programs, it's really important. The visa official's job is to look at your paperwork and meet you in person, on the phone in some countries, and to see if you're a real person. Part of these laws is 214B, which says every person applying, every student applying, is considered to just want to live in the United States and is not a real student. So you must prove that you're a real student. Good people and normal students are denied because they don't understand exactly what to say and they're not prepared. The problem is that the student does not communicate their situation. Many students really want to stay in the United States permanently, so they're using studying as an excuse to begin the process. You must only say what's on your I-20. You must prove strong ties. Don't have fake documents. Make sure your English skills are good enough. Make sure your story makes sense. Make sure you're believable. Hopefully you're watching this before you get rejected and receive a 214B. Students spend so much money on services, travel to the embassy, hotels, fees. A 214B rejection is very sad and costly. If you read the blogs about students who have failed, you can often see something obvious that they did and why they were refused. They said they wanted to stay longer or study something different. Can you recover after a rejection? Yes, but it's going to be different than the first time. If you do the same thing, you'll be rejected again. Don't try and be clever and improve your story. It didn't work the first time. If you understand the way visa officers work according to the laws, they have to reject you if they think you're not a real student. Maybe they said something different than on their I-20 form. If it says you're going to study chemistry, you have to say you're going to study chemistry. If it says you're going to study accounting, you have to say you're going to study accounting. You have to know when you have to begin studying and when it will finish. The Immigration Department has millions of students and they know all the facts and outcomes of student studying. Students with poor science grades studying a STEM program usually don't finish. Students who have gap years doing nothing at home usually try and remain. Our goal is to provide you the best and accurate information to help you study in the United States. Number one, don't get rejected. Prepare and try your best to pass the first time. Two, if you get rejected, immediately write down everything said by the visa officer in the order. I can usually tell what the story is and why you got rejected. If you go to another interview, supply additional information. Have additional documents and letters explaining this additional information. Many of my students are interested in living in the United States and have difficulty producing, why will you return home? The strong ties question is really important. The visa officers have seen thousands of documents, financial papers, school transcripts, and they know which students are good. F1 visas are for students to study. Our best advice is don't lie, don't try and fool them, and don't make fake documents. Every student, their situation is personal. Every time you go to take the interview, you'll pay between $150 and $200. If you fail the interview, you must present new information. If you don't, you'll fail again. You may think you didn't have enough time to present yourself, but if you failed, you did something wrong. They don't need to give you more time. They already know that you are not going to be a successful student. Remember, it's easy to get accepted to schools in the United States. Getting an I-20 is not an F-1 visa. You'll pass your F-1 visa by honestly wanting to study, being able to pay, and showing ties to your home country and why you will return home. There's a way to be prepared. We want you to succeed. We have an interview course and an interview evaluation. Do you want to be denied or get an F-1 visa? Do you want to be that guy or graduate from a United States university? You have to understand and be prepared. If you'd like to learn more about 214B rejections, you have to know, are you believable? Look in the mirror. Does your story sound crazy? Is your story true? If you practice in the mirror, you'll see how you look. Your eyes looking away, you're nervous. This does not mean to practice a crazy memorized answer. The visa officers have heard it all. You have to practice your answers and they have to be true. If you'd like to learn more about our visa evaluation or our embassy interview course, click to read more. We want to help you. There's a lot of information on our blog. If you click read more, hopefully it will help you to prepare and be successful in studying in the United States. Thank you.